Hi guys, I'm Hannah.
I'm Sadie.
And we're not straight. And today we want to talk about 8 reasons you might be a lesbian. We've all asked that question. We've all YouTube searched that, Google searched it. But I should say, this could be titled 8 reasons you might be interested in women. I'm bisexual. Sadie's a lesbian.
I'm not. But we know there are many different sexualities out there, so lesbian is kind of our blanket statement, but we understand and we know that that is not the only possibility.
Yeah, it's nuanced.
Yeah,
but
there's a lot more to it than that.
Let's dive right in.
We'll get into it.
Yeah. So first, and this was probably the biggest one for me, is you idolize your friends from the start. So you always say things in your head or out loud like, oh, I just have really close female friends, you know? Like, we love to have sleepovers, we love to snuggle. I want to be with them all the time. I want to know everything about them. They're so beautiful. They're my favorite person. They're my person. They understand me.
I want to wear their clothes. Like, they look good. Like, I love their style. They're so cool.
Yes.
I have a friend crush. All of these things.
All of these things might
cycle in your mind.
Yes.
Great.
Things that you've said that could just mean that you're into them and that it's a crush and you're not identifying it correctly. Yeah.
Okay, number 2. You are dead set on finding the perfect man.
Yeah.
I once had a conversation with a friend of mine who said that lesbians have the best taste in men because they don't waste time with people that aren't going to make the cut.
Yeah. High standards for
Yeah.
people we're not interested in.
Yeah. So you're like, I just haven't found the right person yet. I'm not sure. I'm just not interested in that person, whatever. And you're just really holding out for that one true love,
Mm-hmm.
that one guy that's gonna come and change it all. And spoiler alert, he's not going to. He's never gonna show up.
Yeah, so then you either end up not dating any men, or dating men but not really being that into any of them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, number 3. You catch yourself like openly admiring female role models. So this is different from the friend idea slightly. But you look up to these strong female like powerhouses and then you defend them to the death if other people don't understand how cool they are. Again, like if your celebrity crush is a female or if your political female crush, any of those things.
You're just super into it.
And this could be athletes, this could be actors, it could be anyone.
All right. Number 4, you find yourself hoarding plants and going vegan.
Yeah. Okay, so all joking aside, a lot of the lesbians that we know are like plant lovers and vegan.
Yeah, we don't know what it is about that maybe, but we've noticed a correlation.
Right. So we figured we had to tell you either way. Not sure why.
So if you find yourself with a lot of plants, if you're walking through a plant store and you just can't leave without something, and you're like, I should go vegan for the animals, or I should go vegan for the environment, you might
be a lesbian
to something else. Yeah, there might be a couple other things you should be doing also.
Yeah. Also, if you have a bunch of cats, that feels worth mentioning.
That one's like a dead giveaway.
Yeah, that's another big stereotype. Yeah, we don't have any cats yet. Okay, this is another one that should be a dead giveaway, but sometimes isn't. You find yourself surrounded by lesbians, or all the people that you've always been surrounded by one end up coming out of the closet to you. And you realize
and you didn't know you were surrounded by lesbians the whole time.
Exactly.
But you are.
Exactly.
Yes.
I think that we gravitate to people who are like us. And I found that to be especially true with people who are not straight.
Yeah.
There's something about recognizing that in another person that is comforting and draws you in, or at least has for me since I was, I don't know, in high school. I didn't realize that that's what it was until I figured out my sexuality, and then it became clear that I was just gravitating toward lesbians or other people who are bisexual.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's not like, it's not the way people dress, it's not the way people talk, it's just like a vibe. There's something about them.
Yeah.
It's like, you just know, you're on the same wavelength.
Yeah, you're the coolest ones.
Yeah. Cool kids, yeah.
Cool kids.
All right. Cool, number 6? 6. Other people assume you're not straight. I cannot stress this enough. It might be true.
Yeah. Maybe
think,
listen to them.
Yeah. Or maybe just ask yourself, examine your own, reflect a little bit, examine your own mind, your own thoughts. I think after I came out to a lot of people, they were like, oh yeah, I always thought that. It's like, how come I was the last to know?
Like, that could have been useful information to have a while ago.
And I think, like, some people were like, I think you're gay, and I was like, no. Like, because I had never thought about it, but, I don't know. Had I just, like, listened a little bit more deeply and said, like, maybe I should actually consider it, I might have figured it out sooner, but it's all good. I figured it out eventually.
And that is how you figured it out in the end.
Yeah.
Was spending enough time with a group of friends who talked about it openly and who thought that you maybe weren't straight.
Yeah.
Which I think forced you to kind of...
Yeah, and they made it like a comfortable space to think about it too. Like, it wasn't like an accusatory, like, you're not straight. It was like you know, you might not be, and that's fine. And you might be bi, or you might be, you know, whatever. And it wasn't like a thing that I had to figure out immediately, but it also wasn't something that I couldn't think about and I couldn't process with them. So that was really awesome. Shout out to you guys.
Yeah, you know who you are. And we'll probably do another video on this in the future, but a really easy way to approach that conversation and a really fun way is to talk about your percentages. Which, like, your percent gay and your percent straight, which is obviously not very scientific, but it can kind of...
As opposed to the scientific methods of figuring out whether you're gay
or straight
or somewhere in between.
Okay, fair point.
No, it's just like a fun, it's like a fun thought experiment where you think about, like, okay, how I'm feeling right now could change day to day, could change moment to moment, but how I'm feeling right now, like, how, out of 100%, what percentage am I gay, what percentage am I straight, with the idea that we're all probably somewhere a little bit in the middle.
Which leads us to number 7, which is that everyone is a little bit gay. And that's fine. In fact, it's a good thing, and it's probably a good thing that people start to understand that a little bit more clearly. So when we played this game at first, your gut instinct is to respond that you're 100% straight or maybe 100% gay, and that's something that you know about yourself, and so you state that with confidence. And then the people that you were spending time with, when Sadie announced that she was 100% straight, they were like, come on, it's not, like, no one is, like, give me a real answer.
Yeah, that forced me to think about it a little bit. And yeah, I think that there are probably a small handful of people who are 100% something, but I think a large percentage of the population is likely somewhere in the middle along a spectrum. There's no, like, if you're gay, you're 100% gay, or if you're straight, you're 100% straight. Like, you fall along a
spectrum.
A spectrum. That's the only way to say that, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And it's probably multidimensional too, so. Okay, last one. Number 8. You might be a lesbian if you watch this video
and you made it this far.
Yeah, if you're Google searching, am I gay or am I a lesbian? You might be.
You might be. And that's a great thing. So congratulations if that's the conclusion that you're drawing right now.
Little confetti things that we could like, or those little like New Year's like,
oh.
That too.
Aww.
No, the little things that like you blow.
Oh, and it's like
unroll. And they make a horrible sound. Like
horrible. It's really just like paper and air.
And they sound like a sick duck. That's what we want for you. If you just figured out that you're a lesbian, we want to make that horrible paper sick duck sound.
Yes,
for
or
you in celebration.
I wish I had like my trumpet from high school, and I could just
show off.
Gay.
Is that what that is? When they play that at sports events?
Yeah, everyone's been yelling the wrong word for decades.
Makes more sense to say gay than charge.
You know, at the next sporting event, 10 points to you if you just scream gay at the end of that.
I'm about to get 10 points.
Anyway, this has been fun. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Yeah, if you liked it, hit the like button.
Yeah.
Give us some feedback, comment down below. If any of these resonated with you, especially, comment down below.
Or if you have other reasons that you figured out you're a lesbian, let us know.
Yeah, tell us what they are.
Yeah, I think my whole life is reasons I might be a lesbian, but we narrowed it down to these 8, so that's all we can share today.
Yeah, but there are probably like 800 realistically. So.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, subscribe to our channel if you'd like. We'll have more content coming soon.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Bye.